Hey, what's up? This your boy Big Man. You already know what it is, so let's get right to it. Okay, so here's some bad news for T Grizzly and his camp. It looks like his brother, man, is going back to jail, or man, maybe he won't go back to jail. And in this case, it's not even jail, it's prison, man. So here's the story, man. So T Grizzly's younger brother, and everybody calls him Mar, but you know, his real name is Marcellus Wallace. Now, that's crazy that's the same name as the dude from Pulp Fiction. But regardless, man, Marcellus Wallace, man, he is in some trouble, man. It looks like today he was federally indicted, man, along with other folks, man. So it looks like, man, that time that he's been out since October, because, man, we'll get into the specifics. But before we do, man, do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And, man, let's get it. Okay, now that we got that out of the way, let's talk about Marcellus Wallace, a.k.a. Mar, a.k.a. Baby Grizzly. Now, Baby Grizzly is the little brother of T Grizzly. Now, the younger brother of T Grizzly was recently indicted. So I'm going to read the story for the Detroit News out there in Detroit, and it tells you the exact specifics and what's going on so far. So, as we mentioned, man, T Grizzly's little brother has been indicted on federal gun charge less than a week after the duo released a new track, Gave That Back. So T Grizzly is a world famous rapper. Everybody should know who T Grizzly is. I probably don't need to explain that. But him and his brother just released a track called Gave That Back. And I think it was taking a shot at the fact that he's been locked up for like the last 5 years. Now, we'll get more into that as the story progresses, but here we go. Now, the story continues with this. It says the charge against Marcellus Wallace, 23, a rapper known as Baby Grizzly, is the latest legal problem facing the convicted felon. He was released from state prison in October after serving 5 years for robbery, and his famous brother greeted him outside prison with a bag of money and a Bentley. And don't forget, man, when he greeted him, everybody was watching. It was like all the social media platforms posted it, like a lot of the bigger social media pages posted it, man. And T Grizzly was just doing a solid one by Baby Grizzly by showing up and giving him gifts for holding it down, you know, behind the bars for so long, man. And he had just came back home in October 2020. Let that sink in, man. We're in January of 2021, and this cat just came back in October. I mean, that's, what is that, 4 months he's been free, and now he's looking at a sentence of going back in. And on top of the bag of money that was in the Bentley, he also gave him an AP bust-down watch that he flaunts oftenly in most of the pictures in the videos that you're seeing. Now, Wallace and a second man, a Detroit resident by the name of Nolan Despaguta Francois, a.k.a. Nolo, were charged with being felons in possession of a firearm, a crime punishable by up to 10 years in federal prison. So, man, Baby Grizzly is looking at 10 years in the joint, man. Now, the charge stems from a 8th of December incident in which Wallace was riding in a car that was stopped by law enforcement personnel. State Department of Corrections spokeswoman Joelle Craddy wrote in an email to the Detroit News. Now, the location of the traffic stop was not available at the time, but it looks like, man, he might have been stunting a little too hard when he got out. You know, I don't know if people actually like all that. You know, it's become a custom in hip hop. If somebody you're close to or you know gets out of the jail, you go and you greet them out of jail and you show up, you gift them something. You know, you give them a car, you give them some money, you give them a watch. I mean, we've seen this with Bobby Smurder's homeboy, Rowdy Rebel. When Rowdy Rebel came home, what happened? Everybody was out there, cameras, tons of cameras. People were gifting them stuff. And it's almost like you're giving them something. From the outside looking in. Now, this is not my perception. From the outside looking in, to some people, it's going to look like you're gifting somebody for coming home from doing something bad, even though it's just a way of showing love and giving somebody support and showing that you'll always be in their corner. You know, I just think that it could be taken the wrong way, and sometimes it might be taken the wrong way, and folks might get rubbed the wrong way when they see that. Especially you come home from jail from a 5-year stint, and somebody gives you a Bentley, somebody gives you an AP bust-down watch, somebody gives you a whole bag of money. Come on, man. That's stuff that regular people who work hard every day just don't have. You know, they trying to put the scraps together and get their life going and live paycheck to paycheck like most of us do, like everybody pretty much does. I think that's like 99 or 9, like it's a large percentage of the working people, man. So, and then you come home from jail and you get all these special gifts. Man, I think a lot of these people take it the wrong way, man. Not to say I don't feel them, because if I had a family member that was incarcerated and they came home, I'm definitely gifting them all that stuff. And I'm not going to say that the traffic stop was directly tied to all that, because as a felon, he knows the rules and he knows he's not supposed to have a gun. But let's go back a little bit. Now remember, T. Grizzly's aunt, I believe, who was also used to be his manager, was also in a deadly shooting. And she was actually, and I mean, to be honest, you'd want to stay safe. You want to keep your safety first. You want to make sure that you're secure and your family's secure. So you're going to be thinking self-protection all day, no matter what the rules are, even though they are the rules. Now, I'm not condoning that. I'm just saying that that could be the way that some folks look at it. Him wanting to protect himself, I can almost justify that, right? Even though he knew that was wrong, I don't fully justify it, but I almost can. But as the story continues, man, they also found an open alcohol container, they found an illicit substance, and they found the firearm. So, man, according to the federal criminal case against them, man, it was a .45 caliber firearm, and investigators had found, man. And I'm guessing that Das Gupa Francois, or their homeboy Nolo, I'm just going to call him Nolo, he was convicted in 2017 of armed robbery. It seems like, man, he might be taking the charge for the weapon. I'm not sure, but that's what it looks like according to this story. You guys let me know if that's wrong. Now, I'm not familiar with Nolo. I don't know if he's a rapper as well, but I do know that T. Grizzly and his brother have definitely been working. Like, all you see on his brother's social media page is he's working, he's in the studio, and he's trying to get his rhyme on, or his rhymes together, so that he can get in the rap game. And to be honest, a name like T. Grizzly and Baby Grizzly, they could have probably dropped a duo project, like a dual project together, or, a back-to-back mixtape on each other, or with each other, and that probably would have been successful, to be honest with you. But right now, he's looking at a lengthy trial, man, because I'm definitely sure that they're going to try to fight this as hard as they can, especially since he's just coming home. Now, he's only 23 years old, and like I said, he's T. Grizzly's little brother, so I'm sure T. Grizzly's going to throw all of his resources at helping to free his brother, man. So he already posted on his social media page to free his brother and put it out there, with his mugshot. But hopefully, man, they can come to some type of resolution that won't see him gone too far, man. That's a long time to be in the system, especially when you factor in what he's going in there for. Because, this time around, T. Grizzly probably has the resources to give him a decent fight in that court. Now, with that, this has been your boy, Big Man. Please hit that like button. Please hit that subscribe button. And make sure you hit that notification bell, so that way you get a notification every time I drop this hot content. And we out of here. Peace.